Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Diana Lockett, and today's going to be a prenatal class. So I'd love for you to sit comfortably tall and close your eyes. And just allow yourself to be filled with compassion for whatever your body needs are today. Draw in deep, nourishing breaths. And exhale, just squeeze your belly in a little bit tighter, wrapping your loving compassion around your growing baby. Please place your hands at your heart center. And we'll begin this class with the chant of a single Om. Exhale, empty your lungs. Draw in a deep breath. And drop your gaze to your heart. And for a moment, rest your hands on your belly. And begin to turn on your Ujjayi breath. This is your breath through your nostrils. Inhale through your nose, with a little toning in the back of your throat so your breath is audible, and exhale through your nose. And repeat, breathe in, fill your belly with your breath. And exhale, pull your belly in, squeeze into your back body. One more time, inhale, feel and listen to your breath. And exhale. Gently release your hands, open your eyes, and please transition into a tabletop position on your hands and knees. Now with a growing belly, you may have to place your knees wider than usual. Give yourself space. Fingers are spread wide, toes are curled under. Inhale, just drop your belly a few inches, lift your sitting bones up, and lift your gaze and your heart. And then exhale back into a neutral spine, chin to chest, lengthen the crown of your head, draw your belly in. So you don't have to move into a deep cat stretch. Inhale, drop your belly, look forward, lengthen, tailbone lifts. And exhale, find your neutral spine, crown of your head lengthens, belly starts pulling in towards your back body. One more time, inhale, drop your belly, look up. Exhale, come into a neutral spine. Keep your belly toned, squeeze your skin towards your baby, and now lift your hips up nice and slow into a downward facing dog with bent knees. Lengthen away from your arms, fingers pressing firmly into the earth, and pedal your heels side to side. Notice where you might feel any kinks in your body, any tightness or tension, and just allow that to open up with your breath. Good. Inhale, look forward, and step your right foot to the top of your mat. Now you might have to step it to the outside of your right foot to start, and then drop your left knee to the ground. Then wiggle your right foot as far as you can towards the center, honoring your belly. Fingers can be onto your blocks, and place your blocks alongside your hips as high as they can go. Inhale, lunge your front knee over your ankle. Exhale, straighten your front leg, lift your toes towards your face. Inhale, bend into your knee, so we're finding this opportunity to warm up with dynamic movements. Exhale, flex your toes without locking your knee. One more time, inhale, lunge. Exhale, sit back. Lengthen your leg. Good. Inhale, lunge into your front leg. Remove your blocks, plant your hands, find your way back into a downward facing dog and pedal through your heels. You might have to take your feet a little bit wider in downward dog. That might give you more stability, a little bit more freedom in your body. Honor what you need today. Honor with compassion and kindness. Inhale, slowly step your left foot between your hands. Maybe you start with it to the outside of your hands, then drop your knee and wiggle slightly forward. Blocks on the highest height alongside your hips. Lift your torso tall. Inhale, lunge into your knee. Good. Exhale, lengthen your front leg. Sit your hips slightly back. So 2 more times. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale, lunge. And exhale, lengthen. Inhale, lunge into your front knee. Place your blocks at the top of your mat, just off of your mat. Plant your hands and step back into a downward facing dog. Draw in a deep breath. Exhale, empty. Inhale, if it feels accessible, come forward into a high plank position. If not, drop your knees. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Inhale forward, high plank. You can drop your knees. Exhale back into downward dog, still moving through the warm-up with dynamic actions. Inhale forward, high plank, filling your body with blood and heat. Exhale, but not so much heat that you feel overwhelmed. Listen to yourself. One more time. Inhale forward and exhale back into downward facing dog. Please draw in a deep breath. Exhale, release HA. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Extend your right leg behind you, and if you wish, you can drop your left knee to the ground. So either 3-legged dog or 3-legged table. Deep breath in and out. Good. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, slowly step your right foot in between your hands, and once more, it might have to come to the outside of your foot to start. And then find your way into a low lunge position. Inhale, extend your arms up to the sky, low crescent lunge. Exhale, lunge your front knee over your ankle. Feel a nice juicy stretch through the left side of your hip flexor. Draw your shoulders onto your back body, lift your heart. One more breath. Inhale, return your hands to frame your front foot, and exhale, step back into your downward facing dog. Option to drop your right knee as you extend your left leg up behind you. 3-legged dog or 3-legged plank, or 3-legged tabletop, my apologies. Inhale, exhale. One more breath. Good. Inhale, look forward. Slowly step your left foot to the top of your mat and drop your right knee. Inhale, extend your arms to the sky. Lunge your front knee over your front ankle. Lengthen your fingertips and begin to pull your belly button towards your baby, towards your spine. One more breath. Good. Inhale, place your hands on your blocks. Lift your blocks to the highest height at the top of your mat. Lift your back knee off the ground, and please step your back foot to meet your front foot. Find your way into a forward fold. Your fingers can stay onto your blocks. Inhale, halfway lift, fingers onto your blocks, lengthen your spine. Wiggle your feet slightly wider depending on the space that you need for your belly. Exhale, with soft knees, fold forward. Inhale, extend your arms up to the sky. Exhale, your hands to your heart and alongside your waist. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, with soft knees, fold forward. Inhale, fingers to your blocks, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step back with your right foot. Bring your blocks alongside your front heel. Fingers stay onto your blocks, lunge position. Back heel is over the toe mounds of your back foot. Squeeze your left shin to the center. Draw your low belly in. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head. Exhale, soften your shoulders onto your back. One more breath. Hold your lunge. Inhale, you can stay here with your fingers on your blocks if you need support, or alternatively extend your arms to the sky for a full crescent lunge. Reach through your fingers. 3 deep breaths. So even though this practice is modified for prenatal, it's absolutely suitable for all levels and all beings. One more breath. Inhale, return your hands to your blocks. Step your back foot to the top of your mat and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, fingers to your blocks, wiggle your feet as wide as you need them for your belly, and exhale, fold. Inhale, extend your arms to the sky, stretch tall. Exhale your hands to your heart and alongside your waist. Good. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale with soft knees, fold forward, find your blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Blocks alongside your front heel. Exhale, step your left foot back, heel over the ball mound of your foot. Keep your fingers onto your blocks for a few breaths. And if you need space for your belly, wiggle your right foot more to the right side of your mat. Fire up your back leg. So we still want to find strength even at this time of your life. Pregnancy, delivery is hard, it's difficult, it's taxing your body. So you need to find the strength, the resilience, the determination, and then wrap it with compassion. Inhale, extend your arms to the sky. As an option, you can keep your fingers down, stretch through your fingers. Draw in a deep breath, lengthen. Good, one more breath in. Exhale your hands to your blocks. Place your blocks to the top of your mat. Step your left foot forward and then fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to your waist, soft knees. Inhale, come all the way up to stand tall. Release your arms alongside you. Close your eyes for a moment if it feels balanced for you to do so. And draw in deep breaths through your nose and out through your nose. Ujjayi breathing. This is a beautiful breath to practice now. Good. Inhale your hands to your waist. Bend your knees. Take a big step back with your right foot. Create space between your left and your right foot. So your left foot's going to wiggle slightly to the left side of your mat. Back heel drops, back toes at 45 degrees. Hands to your hips and square your hips forward as much as you need to. And now lunge into your front knee. This is warrior one. Inhale, extend your arms up to the sky. Stretch through your fingers, tall through your fingertips. Breathe. Inhale, compassion. Exhale, love. Good, one more breath. Inhale, return your hands to your waist. Pivot onto your back toe mounds and step to the top of your mat. Inhale, extend your arms to the sky. Exhale your hands through your heart center and onto your hips. Bend your knees. Step your left foot back. Drop your left heel, toes at 45 degrees, and space between your left and your right foot. Place your hands onto your hips and square your left hip forward and your right hip back. Good. Inhale, lunge into your front knee and extend your arms to the sky. Fingers are reaching. Shoulders drawing back. Maybe your pinkies turn in. And continue to pull your waistline back so you're not dumping your belly forward, but you're hugging in just enough that you feel your tailbone lengthen down. That's going to heal your low back. One more breath. Inhale, hands to your waist. Step to the top of your mat. Rest your arms in Tadasana alongside you. Inhale, extend your arms to the sky. Exhale with soft knees, forward fold. Fingers find your blocks. Inhale, halfway lift. Stay in a halfway lift position and begin to extend your right leg behind you. Now, if you feel you need support for balance, you can place your right foot into a wall. Toes are flexed straight down. You can keep your fingers onto your blocks. As you inhale and exhale, soften your left standing knee and begin to melt to your torso. Maybe your blocks come down a little bit lower. You might feel a stretch through your hamstrings. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you melt a little further depending on your belly. 2 more breaths. Maybe your hands come right to the ground. Last breath. Good. Inhale, walk your hands back to your blocks. Release your right foot alongside your left foot as wide as it needs to and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Stay in your halfway lift. Return your blocks to their highest height. And exhale, extend your left leg up behind you, perhaps foot to a wall. Ensure that your right toes are pointing forward. Flex your left toes towards your face. And now pull your belly button towards your spine. Squeeze your baby. Inhale. Soften your right knee slightly. Exhale. Maybe your blocks come lower. So you're moving into standing split variations. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe your hands come right to the ground. Wherever you are, just honor with compassion. Inhale. Where is your body today? And what does it need? Inhale. Return your blocks to their highest height. Exhale, release your left foot alongside your right foot and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold, and step back with your right foot. Bring your blocks with you, please, and drop your right knee to the ground. Blocks alongside your hips, wiggle your front foot forward, and then flex your front toes and sit your hips back slightly so you're in a seated or kneeling half splits position, half Hanumanasana. Please keep a bend into your left knee, just a little softness in your knee, and then let your belly reach to the inside of your left leg. Melt your torso forward. Toes are flexed. Breath is nourishing. Remember to move in and out through your nostrils with your breath, Ujjayi breathing. 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale, bend into your front knee. Place your blocks at the top of your mat. Wiggle your back knee forward so you don't have to reach as far to lift your back knee and then step to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back with your left leg and drop your knee to the ground. Belly's on the inside of your right knee. Blocks alongside your hips. Inhale, wiggle your back leg back as much as you feel is available to you. And then exhale, send your hips back, lengthen your leg and flex, especially your pinky toes towards your left shoulder. Micro bend in your extended leg. This is the time to soften with compassion into your experience, letting go of any judgments or expectations. Every day will be different. 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale, release your front foot to the ground. Place your blocks forward. Wiggle your back knee forward. Lift your back knee off the ground and please step to the top of your mat and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, stand nice and tall. Exhale your hands to your heart center and alongside your waist. Bend your left knee and lift your knee to the height of your hips and just explore your balance here. You might want to have a wall to balance on. Soften your standing right knee and place your left hand to the outside of your left knee. With a toned belly, slowly inhale and open your knee to the side. Remember, you can reach for a wall. Honor that your body may need support for balancing, but this is a great opportunity to explore your breath, to hold compassion for yourself, and for the stage that you're in, the season that you're in. Good. Inhale back to center, hand to your waist, release your foot to the ground, and walk your feet out. Awesome. Switch sides, anchor through your left foot, micro bend your left knee, and float your right knee up. Hand to the outside of your knee. So if you're not in the advanced stages of pregnancy, you can go ahead and reach your peace fingers for your inside your big toe, and then extend your leg out. Padagustasana, hand to foot pose. And extend your leg open. Hand can stay on your waist or extend your arm in opposite direction. Beautiful. 1 more breath. Inhale back to center. And exhale, release and walk out through your feet. Really nice. Please find your way to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale your hands to your heart center and onto your waist. Bend your knees and take a generous step back with your right foot about 3 feet as you did in Warrior One. Wiggle space between your feet. Back heel drops, back toes at 45 degrees with hands onto your hips. Square your right hip forward, left hip back. Inhale, draw your belly in. And exhale with a soft front knee. Begin to fold your torso over your front leg. Reach for your blocks. Place them at the highest height alongside the edges of your mat. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, keeping a softness in your front knee, please. You can invite your torso to soften forward to the inside of your left leg. Blocks can come down, blocks can move right out of the way depending on where you are. Find strength in this pose, so squeeze your legs towards each other. You don't have to move into your deepest flexibility. This might not be the season for that in your life. 2 more breaths. Inhale, return your blocks to the highest height. Place them at the top of, or place them on the sides of your mat rather. Hands to your waist. Slowly come up to a standing position and step your right foot to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart center and onto your hips. With soft knees, please step your left foot back. Drop your heel, turn your toes to 45 degrees, which is roughly 10 o'clock. And space between your legs. Front leg is mostly straight with a micro bend. Inhale. Exhale, soften your torso to your fingertips to your blocks so you're at about a 90-degree angle with your torso. Inhale. And then exhale, begin to soften forward. As you soften, maybe encourage your shoulders to lift up towards the sky so you're not rounding your upper back. Continue to pull your belly button towards your spine so you feel this connection, this engagement through the core line of your body. 2 more breaths. Good. Inhale, return your fingers to your blocks for a moment. Come up to a halfway lift. Place both of your blocks to the right side of your mat and then your hands to your waist. Inhale all the way up to stand. Step to the top of your mat. Hands alongside you. Close your eyes for a moment and place your hands on your belly. Inhale. Exhale, H-A. One more time. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale, hands to your waist. Open your eyes. Step back with your right foot as far back as you can. And then spin both sets of toes to face the long edge of your mat. You're in a wide-legged forward fold stance. Reach down for your blocks. Place them beneath where your shoulders would land. Inhale, lengthen your spine. So there's no rush. Take your time to set up. Soften your knees. Ensure that your toes are turned slightly inwards to your heels. Good. And then exhale, fold your torso over until you come to a 90-degree fold with your fingers onto your blocks. Inhale. Exhale as you squeeze your legs towards each other. Invite your torso to soften with compassion to the earth. Maybe your blocks move out of the way. Prince said, compassion is an action word with no boundaries. There is no boundaries to the love that you will feel for your child in your life. There are no boundaries to the love that you can feel for yourself and for others, for each other. The only boundaries or the limits are the ones that we impose on ourselves or that have been imposed on us. So allow your body to soften with compassion. 2 more breaths. Inhale your hands to your waist, soften your knees, squeeze your belly, and come all the way up to stand. Good. Slowly turn your toes to the top of your mat and step to the top of your mat. If you feel any dizziness, bring your awareness into your feet and feel your feet anchoring down, growing roots into the earth. Ground yourself. Close your eyes. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale with soft knees, fold forward. Inhale, fingers to your shin bones, lengthen your spine. And exhale, slowly make your way into a kneeling position. Take your time. Roll onto one hip and onto your buttocks. And once there, remove the flesh from the back of your hips. Good. Breathe in and out. Extend your left leg as wide as you can and then pull your right heel in towards your right inner thigh. Inhale, release your left forearm inside your left calf and perhaps your forearm rests onto a block for a little support. Then flex your left toes straight up to the sky. Inhale your right hand behind your head. Breathe. And exhale, slowly open your right elbow to the sky. Open up the sides of your waist, your heart, your belly. Gazing up towards the sky, towards your ceiling. 2 more breaths. Inhale, return your elbow towards the earth. Rest your hands and gently push yourself up to a tall seated position. Switch sides. Right leg extends. Left heel in towards your left thigh as much as you can. Maybe a block on the inside of your right calf and place your right elbow onto your block. Left hand to the back of your head. For a moment, bow forward. Squeeze your belly button towards your spine. And then slowly open up, keeping a nice little contraction through your core line of your body. So you're feeling like you're hugging into the center towards your baby. Lift your elbow, maybe your gaze lifts up. 2 more breaths. Keep your right toes flexed. Good. Inhale, return. Elbow down, fingers to your ground. Sit yourself up nice and tall. Remove your block. And this time extend both legs wide as you can. Remove the flesh once more from the back of your hips. If you feel you need a little more support or height, please roll up your mat as much as you need to. And you would know you need that if you find yourself dumping into your low back. Roll your mat up and sit your hips onto your rolled up mat. Please flex your toes towards your face, especially your pinky toes, and rest your fingers behind you. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, just stay here for a breath. Ujjayi breath in through your nose with a little toning. Out through your nose. Over the next few breaths, you can use your fingertips to begin to reach your heart forward, to gently guide your heart forward. Nothing here needs to be about pushing or forcing. It's just honoring where you are. Feel your feet isometrically dragging in towards your pelvis. So you're plugging in your ankles towards your thigh bones, towards your pelvis. And with that strength and connection, with compassion, melt your heart. Maybe your hands come forward. Please find 4 more breaths. Use your hands to walk yourself up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the outside of your legs, and gently bend your knees and pull them in towards each other. Unravel your mat if you're sitting on the rolled up edge of your mat. And roll over onto your knees. Place your knees as wide as your mat. Untuck your toes. And sit your hips towards your heels. Now, if you feel that your belly is touching the ground, you can place a pillow, a cushion, a bolster, or some blocks under your shoulders and rest your chest or your arms on your prop. Stay here for a few breaths, just relaxing into this posture, letting your hips be heavy. 3 more breaths. Inhale, gently walk yourself up. If you have blocks and pillows, I'm going to help you to set up in a reclined, supine, restorative, safe position. So you can place your blocks in a T formation. So your bottom block is long and your head block is going to be forming a T. You place your blocks onto the mat. And then one bolster or pillow leans on your block. And then you can perhaps have another one where your low back would lie. Another one where your head would lie. So depending on the height of your cushions and whether they'll hold. Then roll over onto your backs. Very slowly use your hands to support you and lie down onto your props. This should feel really sweet. Your arms are starting to open up, palms onto the ground. Place the soles of your feet together. Let your knees open wide. Supta Baddha Konasana. And then just feel your breath relaxing into your body. Feel your body relaxing into your props. And feel supported as you rest your muscles, your bones, and your mind. And this is where I'll invite you to stay for your final Shavasana. Making any little micro adjustments that you need to completely relax into this posture. If at any time it does not feel comfortable, you can roll over onto one side and place either one of your blocks or one of your cushions in between your knees for support. Just like this. And close your eyes. And imagine yourself moving on this beautiful journey of rest, of compassion. Tia Cooper said, compassion is the radicalism of our time. So with compassion, let go. Let go. Let go. Feel that you would like to stay resting a little longer, you're certainly welcome to. And you deserve it. If you're ready to move out of your Shavasana, begin to notice your breath. Bring subtle movements through your fingers. If your feet are still connected, bring your knees up to touch. And roll over onto one side. If you're still on your back, roll over onto one side. And here you can rest for a few more moments. Please use your hands to gently guide you up to a seated posture. Perhaps sit onto a block or onto a cushion so your hips are higher than your knees. Perhaps you're sitting onto your shin bones. Rest your arms alongside your body. Inhale, extend your arms upwards. Let your hands find each other, and with compassion, pull your hands down to your heart and let your gaze follow with your eyes closed, just intuiting as your hands drop through your gaze follows down. And for a moment, rest the base of your wrists onto your belly. Hands are still in Anjali Mudra. But if you are pregnant, you're holding space right now, sending love and compassion to your growing baby, thanking it for joining you on this journey of its life, for choosing you as its mentor and guide. And then return your hands to your own heart center, sending compassion to yourself and for all the changes that you are moving through in your body and in your life. May you embrace them all with grace and ease. Thank you so much for joining me today. The light in me acknowledges and bows to the light within each of you. Namaste.